with a loud yes for my questions. Can you? You like to answer yes or no for whatever different questions are. Okay? No thinking. Immediate instant. Are you ready? Today is Friday. You are going 20 cents. And the winner of the day. No, I am trying another question not to be more. Okay? Like you know, there is a saying, all work and no play. What? But the times have changed. All game without little bit of learning of prayer also is not like that. Okay? So first and foremost, let me welcome all of you again once again for this event Tapia 2026. I am personally thanking everyone for making it, and I also pity those who could make it for this first ever Tapia 2026. Okay. Now, how is this going on? Great. How was the things yesterday? Excellent. How was the food? How was your home partner? All good? Nobody found? Nobody found your partner? Great. Okay. So without much of now if all the group activities are over, all the group members are over, can we move on to the next level? What is the next level? Learning slowly. But you are all to do individually. Okay? And some individuals, they were family, then they were group, then now, the cause of the idea of the entire meetup was to move from the groups to team, isn't it? So independent is a group of team. Appeal is a group of team. Appeal is a group of team. Okay? So, only when people move from group to team and team move to become organization and then nation building can happen and the society can be developed. So, in that context, my effort today will be to make you clear a few aspects of the individualism, groupism, team spirit, and also building some kind of honesty with people in the perspective independency, dependency, and interdependency. Can you quickly tell me what is independency? What is independency? Anything, one more. What is independency? Answer. Self-sustainability. Your definition of self-sustainability for what? Independency. Independency. Then what is interdependency? Like Tapia. We are interdependent on each other. What is interdependency? And also practical mindset. Okay, nobody is entirely independent. Nobody is entirely independent. We are all interdependent. Okay, being as interdependent of each other and still going forward to the goal that we want to achieve as a group or as a group of companies is what our target is. Okay, so in that context, I would like to introduce a few of the again, let's see what is the program. Now before doing that, let's make a small activity and not only not going to make meeting session on the way. I promise. We will I'm not going to make it one seat for the while also. Before we fill up activities on this, so be ready for sit-ups, stand-ups and all of that. And be quick in your responses whatever the instructions are given. Can you do that? So before moving on to the sessions today, let me introduce our partners who are going to support me today. Ms. Renu, Ms. Renu. So we are also simply trying to take those technically further. Okay, please give your population and we'll be with you. Okay, how do you do? How do you do me? Okay, to start the game or to start the play, let's question up something or level something. So I am going to balls. Before that, let me ask you all about you stand up across the hall. You like hello. Hello. Make a line. Next one will be Tapia. All summer, still making everything. So that means the morning breakfast is very nice. Okay. Okay, now starting with the first person, keep counting yourself confident. Remember your numbers. Remember your numbers. Remember
ತೋರ್ಪಿತ್ತಮ್ಮ. also with this, yes, add a number of things, plus yes, this is fasting the process. So just enjoy the process right now. Different sounds you are going to listen. Just enjoy those sounds. For not asking anything else. Possibly just take a deep breath in. On the count of 5, just take deep breath in. 1, and it's nothing to do with religion. It's totally just for stress release. There is no religion in this. 1, take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can release.
So, may I request you to exactly have whatever three of what we created in the morning. And let us learn one activity to convey the second lesson of thinking. Okay? Are you okay with that? Okay. So, get back to your team.
Join with other team. ಬೇರೆ team ಜೊತೆಗೆ combine ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. You can collaborate with other team and both together you can build the tallest, strongest building. Want to collaborate? Take your chance to collaborate. ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ಟೀಮು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಅಂಗೈಯನ್ನು ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತದಿಂದ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟಾಪಿಯಾ ಟೀಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಟಾಪಿಯಾ ಆ ಒಂದು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ 5 ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇಡೀ ದೇಶದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ನಮ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಬರಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಸರ್. ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇಡೀ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಾದ್ಯಂತ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಬಳಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಅದರ ಉಪಯೋಗವನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. So before we start, if your team is performing on the stage, like the way you people listen, I wanted you to listen even when the other teams are on the stage. Okay, let's respect the people on the stage. If any team we see they are discussing with other team member on the stage talking, your whole team will not be participating in our next activity. Your whole team will not be participating in the next activity. Please be aware. Thank you so much. Sir, you may start.
Hello everyone, good afternoon to all. So, this is our structure. This is not just a structure, it's a reflection of our teamwork, our team hard work, how our team goes on in every day-to-day activity. So you can see we started with a strong base and we used water bottles which were available to us we build a strong base, and this is how in a company a strong foundation is required. So just like how a company has a strong foundation with the leaders, so this base represents the leaders. Then after that, we use newspapers and created a long structure. We rolled newspapers and created a long structure. So this long structure represents all our team members, our team execution. So on the base, the strongest base lies the longest structure, that are core team members who take care of the day-to-day execution. And on top comes our aeroplane, which represents our company's vision to fly high, our company's vision to achieve greater heights, to achieve goals. And we have good engineers in our team, so we have designed it in such a way that it follows the rules of aerodynamics. So when you have seen it, it was just levitating in the air. So that is because of the laws of aerodynamics that we follow when building this structure. We could have added more of the base.
Myself was Varun. हेलो, ये तीन पिलर देख रहे हैं ना, ये हमारी कंपनी के सीईओ हैं जो कि एक साथ जुड़े हुए हैं और एक कंपनी को होल्ड करके रखे हैं। उसका फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग है। ये तो ऊपर का आप देख रहे हैं ना, ये अभी गिरा है क्योंकि इन फ्यूचर ऊपर नीचे होता है, कंपनी में थोड़ा इम्बैलेंस होता है, लेकिन उसका फाउंडेशन स्ट्रॉन्ग रहा तो वो स्टेबल रहता है। ये चीज़ आप देख सकते हो। आप जितना भी प्रेशर इस पे डालो इन मेटल, ये होल्ड करके रखेगा। जैसे ही वैसे डेमो पर्पस आप देख सकते हो कि ये मॉडल को तीनों सीईओज ने एक साथ अपनी सोच समझदारी से होल्ड करके रखा है। ऐसे डेमो ओके, ये तो हम ऊपर ही तो होता है, कभी कभार हम ऊपर भी बढ़ सकते हैं, कभी कभार नीचे भी जा सकते हैं, लेकिन हम स्टेबल हैं। ओके, ये बताना चाहता हूँ।
Proper team with the coordination. Because of proper coordination, we have to build this much height and proper kind of house and campus and plan like that. So we have to be in a teamwork because we have divided into things and we have coordinated each other. Like this is one thing and beside the all things.
Yeah, we'll come to that. Yeah, we are ready to discuss and we'll explain why. Yeah, sure, yeah, welcome. You finish it.
Then this is kind of challenge we have built because we have divided every part into repeat things. We have done proper work with a team. You can build proper home or castle. So be perfect or do that work for everyone.
Time.
Kind of castle.
Hello everyone, this is our structure. So actually we're going to complete the top part. I'll just tell how we approach this project. So as soon as we will announce to build a structure, we didn't rush, we planned, we all sat calmly and we planned how to build the whole structure. So after that we build this base. So to build the base, we actually didn't get much idea. So we thought we use bottles and we have built this base. And one more thing is we didn't have tapes. We just got gum. So in real life, to complete or to achieve something, we might not get all the resources we need. So to fulfill that thing, we use bottle tapes, the labels which were there on the bottles. We use that and we use it as a tape. So we have used the same thing throughout our structure. So this is also an example why we couldn't complete it. And one more thing which I would like to say is, we have a very strong foundation because we were focusing on long-term scalability, not just building but temporary products. And our major time went in building the foundation because we just didn't keep the bottles. We have given newspaper the bottles to make it presentable. So in real life, even for our products, we have to make it more presentable and more appealing. So these were our learnings in this activity. Thank you.
Good afternoon. So, as you can see, this is our structure. Okay. So here we have built this like rolling the newspapers, and each rolled newspaper represents our individual team efforts. And then, as you can see, here all the structures have the base using the bottles. Okay. And I can proudly say that without using the bottles, our base is much stronger. And like this, I can take another example. So as you can see the structure, it exactly resembles a pyramid, right? So pyramid, as you know, it's not taller, but it's strong enough, right? So like that, our structure is also stronger enough. And I can say that success is not always measured in height. It also measured in stability and a strong foundation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. The first thing I would like to say is our objective was to make a pyramid activity. A sleek pyramid, not the original like width one, sleek and height pyramid. So everyone works with projects, right? We all have here worked on projects, right? Imagine these are also projects. They will fighter get something. They will build pyramid. All these are projects. So our project was actually a prototype. It was a prototype. So the reason for prototype is we understand what's the flaw. Okay. So our first prototype one, we understood that our base is not strong. So that's all. Okay. Thank you. So the things which went wrong in our projects are our base is not strong and also the taping is made is not good. Hence the structure didn't stood. It fell. I think the main reason is the bottles were empty. The bottles were empty. That's why the base was not strong. Thank you, guys.
Hello everyone. This is our structure. But starting we thought of something but the end point is not like this. And we face some challenges like other things we didn't got tape or Watkins idea we didn't got in the starting. So our team is somewhat innovative. So instead of using hope, they bought some paper cups which we used as a tape here. And the bottle stickers which we used as a support for the structure. But because of rush and all, we didn't plan properly. And what we learned from this is should not lose hope we should not lose hope that we don't have a specific tape or something. So it took some time and we found some solution how we can build this structure. But yeah, I think my team did a good job. at least for some time it stood very well. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Unfortunately, we are here at the end where we learn that our whole team learn that without strong foundation we cannot do build or anything without any strong foundation. So at the end of the day, our thinking thoughts makes when we make our foundation strong. Let's shows our goal in future it will be strong. So that is it. We don't have much thoughts. Perfect.
So was learning what was going on when you were doing this. What exactly was going on in your mind when you were doing this? We want to be fun. Good. Any other thoughts? Ours has to be the best. Good. Any more thoughts? What was happening, going on in your mind when you did it? Teamwork, fantastic. What was happening?
We should first plan clearly. Our vision should be clear, and we should constantly map the what progress in our structure, where the what is happening, and we should spot it off and clear. Then only we could have achieved the best and stronger structure.
Okay, good.
I am process. So thank you very much.
Anybody else wanted to share? What is your thought after doing this activity? What is your takeaway from this activity? Or while constructing, what was going in your head? How many of you strategize in the start, before preparation, before constructing it? How many of you did the strategy? Fine.
Okay, let me kind of summarize it. When our observation was that we were repeatedly shouting, here the instructions, here the instructions, here the instructions. But जैसे पेपर मिला सब लोग अपने अपने दिन में कुछ करने लगे, अरे भैया पीओ आ गया, क्या करना पता नहीं, क्या सप्लाई करोगे? पहले पीओ तो समझ तो ले कि क्या करना है, डिजाइन क्या करना है, सप्लाई क्या करना है, किसका अंदर में आता है, किसका प्रिंटिंग के अंदर में आता है, ये तो पहले समझ चाहिए ना। डेडलाइन क्या है, रिसोर्सेस क्या है अपने पास उसके लिए, चलो लगे रहो हमारा बात, ओके? That was the thought. Secondly, कौन किसका सुन रहा था, कौन किसका नहीं सुन रहा? Was there any kind of planning or immediate team set? अच्छा तुम बताओ क्या करना है, तुम ये करो, तुम ये करो, कुछ ऐसा हुआ? किसका हुआ? आपका टीम में हुआ? किसका टीम में हुआ? Good. Okay, nice. So, what was that? How was that? Somebody told, let me think this way, or shall we do it this way? How was that? What was happening?
Our team, Vishnu started this study structure because from we can do it. He has put a design. So we started how we can do, discuss, and then we just teamwork. We have divided the work. So somebody will be like, tape will be just stick, and others will be rolling, and others will be one or two will be building the construction.
Fantastic. Any more types of answers? How you did, while doing the thing, what was your experience and how you planned?
Without resources, resource
with a good skill and with a good partnership of my team, paper can be more and product.
Fantastic. Good. Outgoing. Anyone? This activity we have started actually, and we have divided our work also. And some people are holding and I am putting tapes. Everything we have divided.
So the work was divided. Good.
At the starting time we have planned what we are going to make.
Good. Okay. Okay. Anyone else would like to say about how they executed this task? How much this game relates to your work, what you do every day now? How much it relates to your work, the way you do on a daily basis? It relates or not? Does it relate? Does it relate or not? Okay? Okay. Actually, I could go on and on this, relating into the concept of team building, team power, and etc. But since we don't have much of time left, this we can take it on a regular basis, maybe henceforth. But however, now, first and foremost, thank you for all your excitation, competition, participation, and the energy in participation. That's what I love. Give a round of applause for that. Well done. As we discussed earlier, we have made the judgment based on 4 criteria: the content, dimension, stability. Anyone? Okay. If there are no questions, with that, we are coming to the end of, we are closing the end of the learning session to this. And with that, please give a round of applause to all of you who are participated. And the thanks also is due to my dear colleagues, Ms. Kirtana and Ms. Renu also. Please give them a round of applause for their wonderful contribution. Okay. And with that, I am closing my learning session for